Hey, it's your girl, Allison Williams.
Hey, this is Devon Howard.
Hi, this is Beth.
Hi, this is Cindy Mizell.
Hi, this is Tony Walker.
Hey, what's good, y'all? This is Darian Dean.
Hey, everybody. This is the Queen of Philadelphia, Tangeray Hayward.
Hey, everybody. This is Yasdira.
Hi, this is Mason.
Hey, everybody. This is Russell Taylor.
Hey, guys. What's up? This is Ness.
Hey, this is Kenny Allen.
What's up, everybody? This is Cecily.
Hey, this is Corey Day.
Hey, this is your girl, Castella.
Hey, everybody. This is Rebecca G.
Hey, everyone. This is Hill Street Soul.
What's up, good people? This is bassist Hubert Hughes IV.
This is Melvin Lee Davis.
Yo, wait a second. This is Noel Gordon.
Hey, this is your girl, Lady Alma, and you're listening to my friend Troy Sanders on the Bass Entertainment Podcast.
Yeah, baby. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to season 5. We have been doing this for 4 years over. This is season 5, almost 4 years in April, of the Bass Entertainment Podcast. And I'm your host. And I've been your host since the beginning, Mr. Troy Saunders. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I like to give myself a little bit of love, too. You know, I like sharing love, and I like to give myself some love. You don't love yourself, who else is going to love you? But anyway, in case you don't know what we do here, we bring you the best in indie, soul, jazz, R&B, house, inspirational, anything that makes you feel good and makes you want to love up on one another and put the smile on your face. That's what we're going to bring to you. You know, I love music and been loving the music since I was a kid. And it's been an honor for me to be able to do this and bring out artists that I feel deserve to be heard by the masses. There's so many great artists out there, and unfortunately, they just don't get played on radio like they should. One of the artists that I'm talking about today, who we have on air today, I'm labeling him the Prince of Southern Soul. Yeah. He just came out last year and he's just been hitting everybody hard. I don't know where he got all these songs from in 2 years, but we're going to talk to him about that. But his name is David Sylvester. Yes. Now, before we chat with David, I want to give you a little sample of one of his songs. This is one of the songs that, you know, people really love, and I love it too. And it's called Lonely Hearts. It's a little stepper, it's a little southern step going on, and it makes you feel good. So check this out, all right? This is called Lonely Hearts.
Feels like to have so much love to give. You have a heart that has been filled to the tip top with love. It's spilling over. Only to find yourself all alone in the midnight hour. No one to hold you close. No one to tell you they can't stop thinking of the way you smile when you hear real good news. The way you laugh when you're feeling amused. They wanna cheer you up when you have the blues that they never wanna lose. You and you feel the same way too. You can identify with me, and your heart is lonely too. This one goes out to you. Hey, this song is dedicated to all the lonely hearts on the dance floor tonight, waiting patiently. Love of your life. This is just another song, saying you know that everything's gonna be alright. It's a matter of time, so go ahead and have yourself a real good time tonight. I see you out there, moving like you're releasing all your cares, moving like you understand that this is just another season you gotta go through. I'm only gonna give you a sample because we got a lot of music to get to this evening. And I just want to let you know that raspy voice is just doing it. I love it, love it, love it. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce to you all the Prince of Southern Soul, Mr. David Sylvester. What's up, man?
Not much, man. Was just blessed, man. Feeling good, and I appreciate the introduction and the warm welcome, brother. All is well. What's up with you?
Everything is good, you know. As long as I can get on this mic and share some good music with people and talk to good people, I'm good.
Well, I'm glad that my music falls into that category.
Oh, most definitely, most definitely.
God, man.
I'm telling you, you just came out last year, but you just been burning everything up in a year.
I'm glad you think so. I'm glad that the music is resonating with people, man. You know, because the truth is, I've been making music a little while, but I haven't really been packaging it in a way that I guess was ready to be released to the public. I would just put stuff on Facebook. You know, I would still be stuff on YouTube, and I would write songs, and I would just post it to Facebook, and I, had a few followers that would, say, hey, oh, this is good. But only within the last year, I started to really invest in purchasing my own beats and owning the rights to be able to put it on streaming platforms and sending it to engineers so they can mix it and master it and make sure that it's, is right. So, yeah. So I'm so glad, yeah.
All right. Well, it's good to invest in yourself. Do you feel, well, I'm not going to say because we never get back the profits that we put into it initially.
Well, I mean, I do. I definitely believe that. I mean, I'm getting way more back. It's not the same thing that I invested, but what I'm getting in the love that's being shown towards me, and getting booked, and people coming up to me every day or every gig telling me, hey, I just heard about you like last week, and now I'm listening to your music and I love all your music and it's really helping me. That for me means the world.
Yeah.
Like that's priceless.
Amen to that. Let me tell you, do you plan on putting these out on the album?
Oh yeah. Well, the song "Lonely Hearts" was on my was on my first album that came out in April of 2024.
Oh, let me.
Soul of the South. So I did an album in April and I did an album in October.
Well, let me rephrase that. I shouldn't say album. I meant to say on a vinyl.
I haven't thought about that.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about it. I guess I could, but I wouldn't even. I would have to research how to even go about that. But yeah.
Yeah. When you do your gig, sell them at the gig.
I could do that. You're right.
Man, I got you.
Okay, let me know. Let me know where I can get that done. So I can research. I mean, I wouldn't mind.
I don't know how to get it done. I could ask some people though.
Oh, right. Okay, well that's cool. We gonna find out.
We gonna find out.
There's always Google, man.
You could YouTube, Google anything, boy. You can find out how to do it.
True. So true.
So you from Louisiana?
Yes, sir. Southwest.
Yes. And how was that growing up in Louisiana? Did I know you was in the church and you were singing in the church.
Definitely in the church. A lot of church services and a lot of good food. Period. Celebrations all the time, family get-togethers. Like that's what I love about the Deep South. Is like we do. We show our love with like good food and cooking. And like, hospitality. So, it was always family get-togethers. And I just grew up, really close to, my people. So that's really what it was.
Amen. Well, you know what? I think even the people, like my grandparents and stuff were from the South.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we still had that same tradition, even though we lived in New York.
Okay. That's
we
good.
Always
getting together?
We was always getting together.
That's good.
Unfortunately, it's not that we don't get together like we used to. Once your grandparents die, and my mother was one of the people that kept everybody together also, and she passed away. So everybody was looking at me to do it, and I'm like,
you didn't take the torch, man.
I could cook my butt off, but I don't want everybody up in my house.
Oh, that's funny. That's real.
No, you know what? I used to didn't care, and everybody used to come to my house when I first moved up. I left New York and moved to Connecticut, and everybody used to come to my house, and I had blow-up mattresses all over the place and stuff like that.
Oh, I love that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I was single then, and I'm in a relationship, and we have a daughter, and it's I don't know.
Yeah.
Certain things you don't want.
Yep.
Like I stopped drinking.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to have a whole bunch of people drinking and stuff in my house anymore.
Yeah, I understand. I totally understand that. Totally get it. Yeah.
So that kind of limited, you know, the get-togethers like we used to do.
Yep, and then you can't tell people who they can be.
Right.
They come in,
Right.
No, you don't want that type of trouble.
Right. Who you think he is? He does. I remember when he used to drink like I used to drink. Shit, he used to drink more than I did.
Right. Exactly.
You know. Now he all new. But anyway, yeah. So your influences, what I hear in your voice. Also, I mean, I know Otis Redding and Bobby Blue Bland and all those people in your DNA. But I hear a little Bobby Womack also.
Oh wow! Okay.
You talked about Al Green, of course.
Yes, definitely.
We love some Al Green.
Yeah.
I hear the OJs. I hear Walter and Eddie up in there.
Definitely, definitely. Even like the floaters.
Oh
man.
yeah. Well, you sampled a little bit of that in there. You was
I
like,
did. Listen, you really listen. You really listen to my music.
Yeah. You said, my name is David. I'm a Gemini.
Yeah, I did, man. I sure did. My mom back in the day, she rode around whenever, there was a cassette players in the car, and she had this one cassette she would play over and over again from side A to side B, back to side A, and the Floaters Float On was one of those songs that was on that cassette tape. So it's just a big part of my childhood, because that's for years, 4 or 5 years, my mom, that's all she listened to is that one cassette. So those songs on that cassette, I actually have a playlist in my phone on my streaming platform of my mom's car cassette, yeah. But that's one of them, the Floaters, Float On. Man. So.
Your mother sound like my mother. She'd be like, make me a cassette. And she'll wear that cassette out for, infinity.
You used to have the radio with the cassette on it. You used to be, listening to the radio, recording the songs, trying to catch it from the beginning, and get it all the way through. So you can, that's funny, man.
Okay. So you speaking my language. I get it. But yeah, I heard it. I heard that Flotus reference in there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I try to do a little shout out here and there, to the people and the music that raised me,
Oh no, I hear it. I definitely hear it.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Marcus Divine, and I'm kicking it with my man Troy Sanders on the Bass Entertainment Podcast.
And singing in church. Were you a lead singer? Did your family? Was somebody or your preacher's kid or?
No, my dad. My dad played the drums in church. So I wasn't necessarily a preacher's kid, but my great uncle, which was my dad's mom, her brother was a pastor. And on my dad's side, all of my grandmother's siblings, they either sang or played an instrument or did both. Right. And so, a lot of my cousins, they sang as well. And we all sang and played instruments. So I grew up and that was one of the families that would get together every year and have a family reunion. And for the family reunion, we would have a church service, and all of the, the different generations of us, we would all have our songs that we would do on program. And it was just a big thing every year that I really look forward to doing. Because, before, when I was really, really young, I was too young to do it. And then once I got old enough, I had to do it with the kids, but I couldn't do my own thing. So we kind of had to graduate to getting the respect of having our own segment on program and then deciding our own song and doing our own thing. So it was just that's something that we would do. Yeah. So and as far as being in church, I was raised. I got my first job in the church when I was 14 playing the keyboard. And from 14 all the way to last December 2023 was when I finally stepped down from being a music minister, because my music career was kind of taking off, and it was just hard to commit. But all of those years, and I make 38 this year. So from 14,
Who you 30? Who?
38. I make 38 in June.
No, you not. You about 25.
That's what they be saying. I'm childless. I don't know what's going on. I drink a lot of water.
All right. Stay hydrated.
That's what I feel.
And moisturize.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. But I appreciate that, man. But yeah, I turned 38. So from 30, 37, no, 36. From 14 to 36, I was almost every Sunday morning, I was in somebody's church. And then during the week, teaching praise teams and teaching choirs and whatnot. And that's what I'm so excited too about now, coming into having the opportunity to do Southern soul music, because in my writing, I get to experiment with a lot of like harmonies and things that I got from the church, and teaching choirs and stuff like that. Like I get to really play, and it's so fun. It's just such a fun thing to do,
All right. And what did you was music always your career, or did you go to college and like your parents said, you better get something else to fall back on?
Well, I did get something else to fall back on, but it was the same type of thing. I went to college for theater. I graduated in theater arts because I love the art of storytelling, and I like the theater, but I love film. So eventually I want to do film. But unfortunately at the time in Louisiana, the film industry wasn't really here. It was in Hollywood. It was in Los Angeles, well, California and New York. But now it's here. But like I said, at the time, I only had the option of doing theater. But yeah, I did go to college. I got a bachelor's degree from Southern University, the Southern University, A&M.
All right.
Yeah, in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and so. Yeah, and that was my college career. But as far as music, it wasn't always my career. Well, yeah, no, it was. From the age of 14 on, that was always what I did one way or another. They paid me to do church services, funeral programs, weddings. And I had two other jobs in my life, but one of them wasn't connected to music. And I was an apartment leasing. Well, I was a leasing agent for an apartment complex in Houston, Texas when I moved out there. That was the only time I didn't work with music.
So you went to Texas for a minute, huh?
I did go to Texas for a minute, and I didn't have a job waiting on me in music. So until then, to hold me over, I had to work at the apartment complex. So yeah.
So what made you go to Texas?
I was at a place in my life, man, where the job that I was working at, I was living in Baton Rouge, and I graduated from Southern, so I kind of was used to Baton Rouge. My dad lived in Baton Rouge, so it was a place that it felt like a little bit like home too. But the job that I had been working for the past 2 years, the company was shutting down. And so, I was in that company, I was over the creative and performing arts department. So once the company kind of shut down, I went back to like just playing in church, but I was working at a church that I really kind of wasn't resonating with, like the congregation or even like the doctrine that the church was under. It literally was just a job for me. And Baton Rouge no longer I just didn't feel like anything was happening for me in Baton Rouge. I didn't feel like I was progressing. So I was like, Lord, I just really, I want to make a big move. And, I looked at some cities, and the reason I chose Houston, Texas was because it's only 3 hours away from Opelousas, which is my home. So if anything was to happen, I was thinking in my mind, I could be back, quick. And second of all, it was the fourth largest city in the United States. So I was like, oh, there's all kinds of stuff happening there. I can get out there. I can network. I could do whatever. So I was like, I'm going to just start applying for some jobs. So I got online and I went to Indeed.com and I applied for a position at a performing arts school. After school program. And as soon as I applied for the position, the lady reached back out to me within, I want to say maybe 30 minutes of me applying. And she said, okay, well, I like what I see. Can you fill this thing out? And I want to give you an interview. So I said, okay, cool. So my mom ended up driving out there with me to have an interview, and she hired me on the spot. So I was like, oh, this is God. Because I literally just threw my head out. I just took the first step, and everything else kind of like, just everything else just worked out. So I said, oh, this must be meant to be. So yeah, I went.
And so what age groups do you like teaching when you teach?
Man, I really like teaching like middle school-ish. you know, and not even like the late elementary school into middle school. I want to say like maybe fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh grade, because they're old enough to understand, but they're also young enough not to be too cool for school, you know. Like where it's like, because a lot of those older kids that's going off into adulthood, they don't want to try new things. They don't want to be embarrassed. They don't want to do certain things because they feel like their friends gonna talk about them. But you got that like middle group, that age group that's where they're still kids, but they're not babies, and they're not yet adults, but they're getting there where they still kind of have this wide-eyed, bushy-tail mentality about life. And you could give them something to do, and they're like, oh, let's do it. You know, it's like they're not, you know, so self-conscious yet, you know. I love that, yeah.
All right, that makes sense. Because some people don't want to deal with no middle school kids.
Yeah, that's what they say, because they were in that weird, awkward stage. That's what they say. But I love it. I love them. I love them, yeah.
Well, you know, I used to work for New York City Transit for like 30 years, and now I retired. And I was sitting at home after COVID and stuff because COVID. I said, you know what? I'm not going back to work. I've been working long enough. I'm going to stay home. During COVID, I said, well, you know what? I need something else to do. So I started the podcast first. And then once everything calmed down a little bit, I was still doing the podcast. I said, I need to get out of this house.
Yeah.
So I started driving the school bus.
Oh, cool.
So, the middle school kids.
Yeah, no, they, you know, but I just feel like kids, and yeah, you got one or two of them that might be just flat out disrespectful, but for the most part, with kids in general, if you respect them, but at the same time be straightforward, real, you know, upfront. Don't try to give them the okie doke, you know. Don't. And my thing is, I don't talk to kids like they're kids. I talk to them like they're adults. Mm-hmm. But I also let them know, you know what I'm saying. As far as authority goes, even adults go into work and they have to obey a chain of command. So that's how we're going to operate. I'm not going to come at you like, oh, you got to do what I say because you whatever. But I am going to say that this is my position and this is your position in this company. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so this is how we're going to work together to get. Oh, I'm going to follow the necessary protocols to get you, you know, da 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 da. And it's like once you kind of like, you know, I never have a problem with them when
no, me either. I just know they a little extra, but
so they are.
I know how to handle them. Like they used to put me on the bus when when one of the other bus drivers was having an issue. They said put Troy on there. He'll straighten them out.
You go, yeah, you're the one they used to call. Yeah,
right. But it's not even like I was being mean to them or anything. What they want to know, what they want to be is heard.
Yep, exactly. Okay? Exactly.
And understood. Like she wouldn't even talk to one particular bus operator. She wouldn't even talk to the kids. So they felt like she didn't like them.
Exactly. Yeah, and they're not gonna respect you if you treat them like they don't have a voice. They're not gonna respect you.
So
they're not.
One of the bad kids that they said was bad. Mm-hmm. I said, where you from? Because I know you're not from Connecticut. I can tell by your energy. He said, I'm from Manhattan. I said, oh, see, I knew it. You was from the city. I said, that's why you acted like this. I was like, so what you doing up here? You know, so I started asking questions. And then every day he would get on the bus and tell me whatever was going on. Yeah, tell me everything. So after that, because she had to go out for a hip replacement or something like that. So I had the bus for like the rest of the school year. And they were quiet with me. I mean, they act up, but it was funny. I would joke with them. You know what I mean? I wasn't stringent like you better sit out and shut up and blah 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 blah. No. You gotta let them be themselves too.
Yeah, and have fun. You can have fun and not. Them kids don't have to just sit down and act like robots. That's crazy.
Right. So once she came back, they're like, we want Troy back.
Exactly. Oh, that's sweet.
But anyway, let's get to another song. But you know what I love about these conversations? What I like and doing this podcast, I want people to get to understand who the artist is.
And I appreciate that, yeah.
We always talk about the influences and, blah, 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 blah. But people want to know who you are as a person also.
Yeah.
So
I appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, I think going off on these tangents about school and teaching and all that type of stuff gives the listener a little insight more on who Mr. David Sylvester is.
Definitely.
You know, the next song, let's go to another song. We're going to play In My Arms.
In My Arms, okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
This is off your first album also, y'all. Check this out. You know, and then we're going to get to the songwriting aspect of all this also when we come back.
Messed up now. You done gave me a taste. Walk through the door with your eyes on me and a smile on your face. Looking like the baddest thing in this whole place. Next thing I know, you put me on the dance floor, put my hands around your waist. You start moving, ooh, with so much grace. Never let another man take my place. After just a few dances, you tell all your friends goodnight. And I'll meet you by the door just so I could try to plead my case. Excuse me, baby, I mean you know I'm wrong, but I can't let you go home. While the music's playing and the dance floor is open, I gotta have you in my arms. Is that alright?
So let's talk about these songs, because you write a lot of these songs, most of these songs.
Yes, sir.
So you always have the gift of the pen?
I'm not gonna say it was always appealing to people, but I always would write. I just like writing. I like words. I like communication. I used to, when I was younger, I used to have a very bad debating problem. I would love to debate with people, but I just love the art of language. And but when I started writing songs, I don't believe that they were any good, you know. But of course, you can't start off a expert at anything, you know. I mean, well, you can. I guess you can, but the majority of us, we start as beginners. So I had to go on my journey, you know.
Now you said you used to debate a lot, huh? That's just the Gemini in you. That's what they do.
It is. Yes, I debate a lot. I talk a lot. I used to get in trouble in class because I would just be talking and my teachers would tell my mom, they was like, he not a bad kid. He's not a bad kid. He just talked to me. He just always talk. And I would try to stop. I just don't know how. I just you know. So now it's working out for me.
Right. Hey, well, you know what? I can imagine your live shows. You must keep everybody enthused.
Oh yeah, I do. I be telling them, but one of my running jokes in my live shows, I let them know between songs when I do talk. I say, y'all know, y'all know I feel like I'm called to preach. So y'all better start playing the music before if I give y'all a little bit too much, because I'm gonna keep talking now. I said, there ain't nothing else I can do. I can fill a space, an empty space of silence with some words. So, So.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. People like a little gas, especially when you're on the stage. You know, they don't want you just to go into the song, next song. Like,
right.
Let me know. That's what I love about like Patti LaBelle. She'll tell you a whole life story on her show.
She definitely will. You're right, and it gives you a different connection to the music too. Once she does start singing the song, or in the song, like I'm listening. Yeah.
Another Gemini.
Yep. Yeah. Yes, sir. That's so true. Okay. You better know it. What's your sign?
I'm a Pisces.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be 59 next week.
Come on. Yeah. See, now you talk about I don't look 38. You don't look 59.
Hey.
So you got a little filter on that camera.
Not today. No filter today.
Not today. Yeah, you look good, man.
Thank you. I try to keep it together, my old butt.
Hey, this is Kenny Allen, and you listen to Troy Saunders on the Bass Entertainment Podcast.
when you write your songs, are they from experiences or are they go from? Because I hear a lot of stuff in here somewhere, and it sounds like it's just from the heart, like you live these songs.
Yeah, well, I would say a good 85% of the music I write is straight from lived experience. Yes, there's the 15% of embellishments, and creative liberties here and there, just for the sake of the story, and but for the most part, yeah, and the foundation is built on honest, true situations, because that's what draws me to the music. To write. Something happened that makes me want to write. I never. It's been a while since I've written a song out of the sheer feeling the responsibility of having to produce a song. It's been a while since I've written a song from that place. It always comes from a place of, I need to get this message out. Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? That's why I think I love about Southern Soul, and especially your Southern Soul. It's not a whole bunch of it's pure.
Oh, praise God. Thank you.
It doesn't have a whole lot of embellishments on the music. It's just your voice telling a message.
Thank you. That's real. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for that. And that means a lot to me, mainly because, especially coming from the church and the Southern church and the Black Southern church, I had to train myself to not do too much. You know what I'm saying? To focus on, vocal acrobatics and all of the bells and whistles. I had to train myself to step back and, like you said, just ride the beat, take the melody, ride the beat, and tell the story. Stop trying to impress people with with what you can do, because that's something that I would do so much. I promise. It was like a curse. And no matter how much I would try to tell myself to stop doing it, the moment I would start singing, I would go right back into, and I'm like, ooh, listening. I'll be thinking I'm wearing it out, and people sitting there and I didn't realize it until I was on the audience side listening to somebody. And I'm like, that's what I sound like. It's just, it's like, I get you, and don't get me wrong, you're very skilled, but you don't have my heart. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then so I had to really kind of do the work to come away from that.
Well, you know what? I mean, I might get some hate mail on this because, nobody better say nothing about Beyonce. But when Beyonce first came out, that's what I didn't like. It's when it was too much.
Yeah.
And then a few albums later, she stopped doing it.
Yeah, she had to go on her journey.
Yeah.
She had to go on her journey of evolution.
Yep.
She did, yeah.
Because I was like, they were like, ooh, Beyonce. I was like, she just over-riffing too much for me. Come on, girl. Take it down.
Yeah. But even her, even singers like her in interviews and singers like, I'll never forget, I remember vividly, Christina Aguilera. She had an interview, though, where she said that she had to, come to realize that that's not what singing is. Mm-hmm. That's not the artist, that's artistry. All she but of course and she idolized Black singers too. And in the Black culture, we give so much attention and, we give so much weight and attention to vocal acrobatics over everything else. Vocal acrobatics. And, and so she had to say, I think she was talking to, what's the lady that made, oh wait, give me some time. I gotta say, I want to get it. Cyndi Lauper, I think she made I will give you all time after time.
Yeah, time after time. Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah, Cyndi Lauper told her, Christina, she was like, now y'all can check me on this if y'all want. I think I'm saying the right thing that she said, but this is just my interpretation of the memory that's probably about 10 years old. But she said Cyndi Lauper had to tell her, you doing all of that and singing is so much more than vocal acrobatics. She said the growls and the grunts, even the hums, or even just the, if you say a word that's just kind of on the tempo, but it's something that you say that's not even sung. She said all of these things is it goes into a beautiful vocal performance. It's not just a whole bunch of riffs. And she said once she told her that, she had to go on her journey too,
Yeah. And the riffing thing mainly started in the 80s, and Stevie Wonders and the Shockers, they started all that riffing.
Oh yeah, Steven can going too. Lord. Yeah, he don't stay still. He don't. He does not.
When you hear Shaka's first few albums, every note had a or something on it.
Okay.
It was never a straight note.
See, I don't know that Shaka kind. I came late in the game.
Yeah, if you listen to like, once you get started, oh, it's hard to stop. Yeah. Just can't stop it. Huh?
I hear you.
If you listen to that, album, everything has a she always has an ending to it.
Got you. She had to do a little curl somewhere.
Everything had a curl to it.
I understand. Oh man.
So that's where, but then even she calmed down. I mean, she still does it, but not to the same extent.
But that's why though I love this. I love art, period, because whenever you follow an artist and not just their work, but them, everything evolves. Mm-hmm. Everything evolves. So I'm not mad at a flower because it starts in the ground, I'm not mad at it because the whole journey is the beautiful part of it, When it blossoms out of the ground, when the bloom and it opens up and when it wilts, all of it is beautiful. So you kind of have to let people go, and I had a big problem of singing through my nose, but my mom understood the importance of just letting me be where I was in that moment. And when people say, oh, you can't sing, people used to tell me that, like when I was a kid, they were like, you can't sing, you sing through your nose, you don't sound good. And my mom used to always affirm me. And she used to say, no, baby, you sound great. Keep singing.
You were singing through your nose for placement and also so you don't mess up your chords.
And that's true too. See, I didn't even know. God was protecting me and I didn't even realize.
Right. Because some people would go into their throat and mess their whole chords up.
And that's what I that's what I did. And that's how I developed vocal polyps. And I had the surgery in 2023. September 1st, 2023. I had to right after I recorded Lonely Hearts and released Lonely Hearts. I had to have surgery.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then, did that help with did it help bring on the raspiness, or were you a raspy singer before then?
No, I was a raspy singer before then. It actually cleared it, but it had gotten so raspy that like I couldn't, my upper register was just shot. So if you notice in Lonely Hearts, and if you compare Lonely Hearts to some of my other music, you'll notice that it's a little bit more raspy than my recent stuff because it cleared me up and now I can control my rasp. When I want it there, it's there. But when I want it to be not there, I can, maneuver. I couldn't do that before the surgery.
Well, you know what? Let's go to Let You Go.
Okay.
That's my song.
Oh, come through.
Come on through. Let me tell you, because you are singing on this one, boy.
Oh, I appreciate it. I didn't write that one, and that's the one that I didn't write.
Well, one
of my good friends wrote it, Marquise Scepter.
Well, you singing the hell out of it.
Thank you.
And Marquise wrote his behind on.
He did. He's a good writer, man. He really is a great writer.
So,
yes, sir.
Matter of fact, I played this one on the radio show, and everybody loves it.
Oh, for real? Praise God.
Yeah. Let's listen to this one. If you haven't heard this one before, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. I don't even think you're going to be surprised. I think you're just going to love it. So,
wow, that's so cool.
This is called Let You Go.
What would we hold on? What would we hold on? What would we hold on? You fed me lies. How should I feel when I'm numb inside? I wonder if you ever knew how much I care for you. I cherish you, but I can't fight for two. Someone told me that love is war. Bad battlefield. We were worth fighting for. We're out of fight. White flag waved high. Nowhere to hide. Tonight, let's make a vow. If you say goodbye, please make it please make this the last ride. I won't cry, my mind just break down. When you leave, tell me, why would we hold on when there's nothing left? I have to let you go. I have to let you go. This don't come easy. I showed you my heart, but you wouldn't believe me. Could not appease me, but the way you please me got me sitting and thinking about why you would leave. And I don't know why. The heartache won't start. Long nights non-stop. Letting these tears drop. In reality, potential ain't enough. That won't work in love. There's no saving us. If we say goodbye, please make it the last time. Please make this the last ride. I won't cry, but I might just break down. When you leave, spare me your tears. Why would we hold on when there's nothing left? We say good. When we say it will be the last. It will be. This is the last ride. I'm trying not to cry, but I'm breaking down. When you leave, please hide. Why would we hold on when there's nothing left? Let you go. I gotta let you go.
What are you talking about? Yo, you saying that like you lived that song.
Oh man, I appreciate it. You look, I see you played the whole thing. You must really like it.
I tell you, I like. But you know what? I couldn't let it go without. I had to let that play.
That's funny. That's funny. You see, you couldn't let it go. That's funny. The name and the name of the song is "Let You Go." So you see, that you did that. Look, no, I was just playing. But no, I appreciate it though. Man.
No, but it's so heartfelt, and what it is that it's almost like you're talking to the people, and so that makes it feel like you even more into the song because you're not just singing. You're like, and then you go to the low verse.
Yeah, like, I mean, you really be paying. I love that. I love that you be paying attention to all these little things because we like, and the guy that I say wrote in Marquis, he was there, you know, while I was recording and kind of giving me, you know, like I would let him hear and I'd be like, what you think? He'd be like, oh, this. So a lot of thought goes into like every little, like the little pieces. So the fact that, you know, listeners like yourself will really take the time to kind of hear these things, you know, and not just be like, oh yeah, the song, okay, you know. That means a lot to me.
That's why I do this, you know. And what I love is that when I get responses like that from the artists, and they say, "Dad, go on, you really listen to it." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not playing around. If I'm gonna have the person on there, I can't be half-assed and come to there singing, you know, just not know what I'm talking about. I gotta listen to the songs, and you know."
That's right. I understand. That's real. That's real. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, that song. So, did you have to go into a place that you was a memory to bring that out, bring out that performance? Because it sounds like it.
I mean, of course, as I'm singing, because I wasn't in that place when the song was brought to me, but as I sing it, of course, I think about times when I can relate. You know, it just comes. I mean, especially with songs that when people write songs that are unpacked like a story, and you really could see these moments. Like it really, like it did take me. It took me to a place, and in that, I guess that's where the singing came from. So,
well, you know, when you're talking about going to a place, let's go with "Think About You." That's another one of them songs.
Yeah. That's it.
You know, I love a song when you all up in your feelings. I love it.
That's good. I miss it, you know. I miss the era when that was like the songs that was at the forefront of everything.
You know what I'm saying?
People just want to party now.
Right, drop it like it's hot. And be cute.
Yeah.
Look what I'm wearing and let's go dance. And you know. I'm like, come on now. Like I always say in every episode when I'm speaking to somebody, I say, how do you feel? That's what I want to know. I want to know what you feel when you're in the song. I want to feel it. I just don't want to, you know. And even if it's a party song, I still want to feel like you felt it.
Yeah.
It's not just.
It needs to have depth.
Yeah.
It don't need to just be surface level.
Yeah. You know?
I get you. People, I feel like, because a lot of people don't be wanting to feel no more. One of my friends was telling me, she's like, yeah, you know, whenever I listen to like slow music, like my people always come ask me, you depressed? You depressed? You don't have to be depressed to listen. I'm like, you don't. Why do people think that?
No.
Why do people think that?
You know, as a kid, that was me. I was a slow music king. And, you know, we would go on school trips. Now, you know, we talk about cassette tapes, you know, but this is even before boom boxes. We used to have the little black cassette player, and it used to have the little air plug that you put in there and put in your ear.
I remember, yeah.
And the kids were like, what are you listening to? And I'd be like, oh, I'm listening to Gene Conn, you know, some Eloise Laws, some, you know, some soul music. Some. They was like, ew.
Yeah. See, they don't get it.
I was like, y'all don't know. Y'all better get up on it, boy, because that's what I was just talking to another artist recently, and I said, you know what? I feel like that's when the artist gives their best vocal performance on a slow song.
Oh yeah. Most definitely.
You know?
Most definitely, yeah. Most definitely.
So
I used to buy, even you know, I came up in the era of CDs. So whenever I bought like a CD of an artist, I would order, like the first thing I would do is go through the entire like CD to find the ballads. I need to hear all the ballads first just to see. And but they got fewer and fewer and fewer and fewer. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
You know, it got to the point, they was like just only out of 14 songs, the artist would only have like 2 ballads.
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on?
You're shortchanging it, brother. I remember, back in the day, the whole B-side would be ballads, and it just flow.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. You're right. And, you know, Beyonce did something like that, too, one of her albums. She did that because she said a lot of her fans was missing the ballads that she would do. It was her I Am Sasha Fierce album. Mm-hmm. And when I tell you, that's my favorite album of hers. Like, bruh, like the ballads on that project is like genius. And I wish that she would do it again because she's just so good at that, man. But it's okay.
But it's true. I'm like, come on, B. You're a woman for a certain age now. Mm-hmm. You gotta be dropping it like it's hot all the time now. Come on now. You know? Give us some mature woman stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I understand. She evolving. I'm always looking to see what she's doing next because you just never know, child.
You dope. So, like I said, we're gonna play "Think About You."
Okay.
And it's off your second album.
Yes.
You got 2 albums a year. What 2 albums you got? Matter of fact, it looks like you're working on the 3rd album right now because you're releasing like singles right now that's not on those other 2.
Yes, sir. I am. I definitely am working on something.
Well, we're gonna talk about that after we play "Think About You."
Yes, sir.
All I do is think about you. Today feels different to me. For some reason I'm filled with nervous energy. I don't come to this side of town usually. I hope you can accept my apology. Ooh, I didn't expect to run into you here. Since you broke it off, running into you has been my greatest fear. After all you said, you'll never speak to me again. You made that very clear. I guess you took some time to heal over these past few years. To my surprise, you asked me, what have I been up to? And I really wish I could tell you the truth. I'm a little embarrassed too. I spend 90% of my free time sitting up in my room, thinking about you, thinking about you, thinking about you. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, you stay on my mind. Still to this day, after all this time, especially since you walked out of my life, and you told me you didn't want to be my wife, didn't want to be mine. I don't know what it is about you that has such a strong hold. I don't know why. I can't let it go. I still want you to stay.
Yeah. Take us back. Take us back, David. Yo, I want to ask you. So, when you had to recover? I hear you can't say nothing to nobody for like a month or 2 months.
6 weeks, so a month and a half. Yeah. But I was, I tested it out. I tried to see when I got to the hospital. Don't tell my doctor. But no, the day that I had the surgery, when I came home, I was like, I was trying to see if I can make some noises. But I like at least a good 4 days. I didn't say anything. And then after that, I kind of started to, speak softly. But you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to.
like my mama used to say, hard head, big and soft behind.
I know, man. But I'm just, I like to talk. I was like, bro, I can't. This is tough.
Because I remember when Shaka had that operation.
I didn't know she had it.
Yeah, and if you listen to the CK album,
okay,
her voice was not what you used to hearing. And even when you listen to her sing with Ray Charles, the "I'll Be Good to You" on the Quincy Jones Back on the Block album, her voice isn't there, and then she sings with Sahita Garrett in "Places You Find Love," and it's not the Shaka voice that you want to hear. So I mean, she did her best with what she had.
Yeah, but you could tell. And bro, let me tell you, you can't do nothing whenever you got that stuff. Or like for me, I know I was trying so hard because, my team at the time that I was with, they were like, they really didn't want me to get the surgery because they was like, man, a lot of people had the surgery before and their voice not the same afterwards and you could mess up your voice. That's a delicate process. And I'm like, y'all, listen to my voice. Like I feel like a bird who has had his wings clipped. That's how I feel. There was nothing, I had gotten so used to being able to just fly free vocally. And like now, it's like I feel like when I open my mouth, this thing is going to be there because it was there all my life. But when I start trying, it's just not there. And I was depressed, man. Like, so I could just imagine these singers, and having to shut down their careers to, man.
I think Whitney had the same thing, but she didn't get the operation.
Mariah Carey has it too, and she's not getting the operation. She's just gonna keep it like this. But the lady who did The Sound of Music, I forgot her name.
Julie Andrews.
She had it, and she claims that the doctors messed up her voice. She said that after the surgery, her voice did not recover the way that she had expected, and she can't sing the way that she used to. And basically, so she's one of the horror stories that's in the industry. Yeah.
Well, I know when Shaka came back, she was singing her behind off. She was better in the 90s than she was in the 80s.
Yeah.
She just needed to put out more albums, but when you went to go see her in concert in the 90s, she was singing her behind off, notes all up in the stratosphere that she wasn't even doing before.
And her voice is already so high and piercing. I love it.
I see you put a little thing on your Instagram about a biopic on Shaka.
Oh yeah, with Nicki Minaj, because they look so much alike. But no, I would love to see a biopic on Shaka.
Me too.
I just love her character. She's so vivacious, and she's so herself. I love that. Her and Dolly Parton.
Oh yeah, I love them both.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, but Shaka's been my girl since I was a little kid. Loved her. I used to sit there and just listen to the album and look at the album cover and just read all the liner notes and like, who is this woman? Because I was like, there was nobody like her when she came out. Everybody was in sequence and Diana Ross style, and Shaka was just rough. She was down to earth. She just like a girl around the block. She was somebody that you could relate to.
Yes, and beautiful.
Yes.
All through her years, like even when she got thicker, she was gorgeous. She lost weight, she was gorgeous. I saw when she first came out, when she looked like, I was like, wow, Jesus. I was like, damn.
It still look good today in her 70s. I'm like, go ahead,
that's what I'm saying. She really does. She really does. And I don't know if she got any work done, but it looks natural.
No, she ain't no work done.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I just, I just never know. And I'm not saying that anything's wrong with work, but I know that, sometimes people will get so much or have so much work done, it doesn't look natural or look like them. But Shaka Khan just always was such a natural beauty, always.
Well, everybody in her family like that. I mean, her mother, everybody looks ageless. Everybody does. I'm like, oh, y'all got some good genes over there.
Gotta be drinking all that water.
Her daughter too.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've seen her daughter before.
Oh, well, matter of fact, she got a new record out too. She's doing some music.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Icon.
I'm late.
Well,
her name is Icon?
Yeah, if you go through her whole catalog, you'll start back with a group called Pretty in Pink.
Okay.
And then she was Malini Khan, because that's what we all used to call her, Malini Khan. And then Indira Khan, because her whole name is Indira Malini Khan.
Got you. So she kept changing her name.
Right. So now she's just going as Icon.
Okay. Now that's pretty cool. Yeah. I get it. Okay.
So she had a single that just came out last week on Valentine's Day.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna check it out. And you said just I and
just I and Khan.
Gotcha. Okay.
What Can I Do is her new single.
Okay. What Can I Do? Icon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, Mother can sing.
Hey, this is your girl Castella, and I am listening to my friend Troy on the Bass Entertainment Podcast.
Shows.
Talk about you said shows.
Yeah, where people going to be able to see you? I mean,
oh Lord, so,
I know you all down south somewhere. We need for you to come up a little.
Somebody got a book me. Yeah, man. But I do have some stuff. I mean, last weekend I was in North Carolina.
All right, where were you at in North Carolina?
I was in Kinston.
Okay.
Yeah, North Carolina, and then I came back down here. But this weekend I'll be in Thibodaux, Louisiana, and I'll be in Opelousas, and I'll be in Lake Charles, Louisiana.
All right.
And I have some stuff coming up. I'll be back in Los Angeles in May, and I'll be in Marksville. But I mean, I'm a lot in Louisiana. Like I said, I'm still getting started, man.
Well, it's coming. You're gonna be all over the place.
Oh yeah. I'm enjoying the journey, but I'm not rushing.
Hey, you still like your anonymity.
Yeah, I do. And I still like being able to get to a city and to be known enough by my people or my crowd to where they support me during my show, but still be able to be not known enough to go cut up and people not like, oh, that's
right. He out here showing out.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you all on Facebook and Instagram.
Right. Exactly. Because I need to be able to kind of like still cut up. Yeah.
Okay. I ain't mad at you. Oh, well, maybe that comes with the song Spirit that
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. So see, you really checking out my stuff. Yes. Spirits comes from a very, very honest place. Very, very honest place. Like, I mean, and even like, right, because right now I'm single, I'm not in a relationship, but I'm just a very friendly person naturally. But when I drink, I just get really, really, really friendly. And I notice, when I'm in relationships or situations where I'm romantically connected to somebody, when I drink, like all of my inhibitions go out the window, all of those promises, all of those whatever, everything just goes out the window, man. It just does. It just does. And I apologize for it over and over again. I just got to accept the fact that, that's me and I have to work with it. But, I've hurt a lot of people because of that. And so spirits really comes from an honest place,
Well, since we talked about it, we better play a little bit of it.
That's cool.
All right, this is Spirits, y'all.
Tried to leave it alone. 'Cause every time I get it in my system, I do you wrong. I'm trying to apologize, but you won't answer the phone. I wanna tell you, if you give me one more chance, I promise I'ma leave it alone. For you, it's what I gotta do. I ain't never met a woman like you. Someone I love so much that I'm afraid to lose. Oh, I never wanna lose you. And that's the truth. But this the first time that I had to be mindful of how my actions can break a heart. And how my ways can cause so much pain. I'm trying to change, but I don't know where to start. They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but I ain't ready to admit that I can't be fixed. You know I can be a real bad man, but I'm worst of all when I'm on that alcohol. I tried to leave it alone. I tried to leave it alone when I'm on that alcohol. 'Cause every time I get it in my system, I do you wrong. I do you wrong. Try to apologize, you won't answer the phone. Please answer the phone. Wanna tell you, if you give me one more chance, I promise I'ma leave it alone. For you, I'ma leave it alone. Just one hit of tequila in a margarita. Have me chasing all the senoritas.
So you're not ready to give it up yet. I know it's hard, even when I stopped, I started trying with O'Doul's and all that other type of stuff.
Yeah, they got all these substitutes now.
Right. And I was like, why am I even drinking this? And then my partner was like, you just need to just stop.
Yeah.
And you know what? I haven't had a drink in 10, 11 years.
Wow! Congratulations!
Yeah.
Congratulations! I'm still in and out.
Shoot, I know it's a process. But yeah, and at first, I miss it. Should I go out with these people because I know they're gonna be drinking? Now I can go out with a bunch of people drinking, and I don't feel any kind of way. And it's not like I felt like I was an alcoholic. No, but I just was a social drinker. If I was going out, I was gonna be drinking, okay? But I wasn't drinking at work and stuff like some people just just drinking all the damn time. They got a little flask on them. But it's just that I was very social.
No, right. So you was doing it often. That's my thing too. Like the reason I want to stop. Because I'm learning how to kind of like make better decisions when I do it. But just the research that I've done on I'm getting older and alcohol literally has no health benefits whatsoever. It's literally poison. It poisons our body. It kills us over time. There's zero health benefits.
That's true.
You know, so and it takes up to 3 days. Once you drink, your body, is used to like cleaning itself out or whatever, but it takes up to 3 days for it to like cleanse itself of the, the toxins of alcohol, And so just knowing that information is almost like, is this feeling that I'm getting worth, what I'm doing to my body? Is it? I don't know. Yeah.
Well, in time, you come to the conclusion and do what's right for you.
Yeah. And again, I want to make this disclaimer, give this disclaimer. I'm not saying that drinking alcohol is wrong, and I believe that it's some people it can do it, and it doesn't do that. Whatever. Some people, I'm not saying people need to stop doing it. Is what I'm saying.
Right,
I know for me. Yeah, but I always want to like make that statement because I don't want people to think, oh, well, he's saying I'm not. And people quick to be like, oh, he said he quit alcohol. I'm not quitting mine. I'm not saying anybody got,
right.
Everybody needs to do what floats their boat.
Exactly.
But for me, I know I just want to start being a little bit more, because I see a lot of my classmates and other people that are getting older as well, and we're all having to start kind of like dealing with health issues that just happen over time to the body,
Okay.
Yeah.
You preach it to the choir. I'm like, shoot, I thought I was all right till I hit like 50, and then it's all of a sudden like, Dad, go on. Why I'm in the doctor for this and doctor for that? I'm like, God almighty.
yeah, maintenance, bro.
Yeah. So, but I remember what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you about a new album, because you got all these singles coming out now. I'm like, you hitting us in the head every month with something new. So something tells me this is leading to a new project, a new album.
Most definitely, and that's how I make my projects now too. Because people gave me advice. They was like, well, nobody really doing albums no more. Because when you do an album, you have all those songs, but people really just listen to one or two songs. So I was like, well, okay, I'm gonna release my singles, but I'm gonna just release them as they come. And when I have enough of them to compile into an album, I'm gonna just release them over again in a full project. And so that's how I'm doing it. So one step at a time.
But that's what it looks like a lot of people are doing nowadays. They releasing singles, and then once people hear enough of those singles, they release it as an album. And then everybody heard the song just about anyway, and then have one or two other songs that they haven't heard already.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. So, but it's working. I mean, but that's basically what I'm doing. But yes, that's what I'm doing.
What's up, everybody? This is Cecily, and you're listening to Troy Saunders on Bass Entertainment Podcast.
I am so glad you came on and had this conversation with me.
No problem, man. Thank you for having me. I'm glad that I came. I'm glad that you invited me.
Yo, tell the people where they can find you at, your social medias and your email. Well, you might not want no emails. Your websites and stuff,
Well, I'm currently, social media is where I'm at the most of the time. I mean, my website is currently being worked on, but I'm on Instagram as the David Sylvester, THEE, 2 E's, David Sylvester, and I'm on Facebook and TikTok as the David Sylvester, but just with one E, the David Sylvester. So. And you can find me on Facebook as David Sylvester too. But I will say this, make sure, Facebook is where I spend most of my time and I put out most of my content as well. So, but make sure that the page has a blue check mark because it's verified. They have a lot of, like scammers that's popping up, like trying to recreate pages of me and get money from the people that follow me. It's crazy, man. So just make sure on Facebook that there's a blue check mark, David Sylvester, and that's where you can find all, most of my content, my booking information, my schedule for my shows and concerts and everything. So all of that is there. Yes.
Yeah. That's how you know you're blowing up. People trying to copy your page and stuff.
That's what they say.
That's how you know you're blowing up.
I guess so, man. But that's what I always say. I say it's a good problem to have. It's a good problem to have. So I just hope that people are smart enough not to give these people their money. But
tell them
some things in the world you can't stop. So.
No. Plus, you flash that winning smile and that personality. That's it.
I appreciate that. I'm glad you think so. You know, some people, if they spend too much money, they ain't worried about that smile. They say, look, I'm just playing. No, but praise God, man.
So,
but my fans and my supporters they've just been so good to me, and they're so supportive, man. And they're so positive and uplifting, and they give me so much room to be human. You know, when I have like these moments, or when I'm, you know, going through things, or even like, you know, when things in my personal life kind of like come out or come to a head, and you probably have like a few people trying to like say things or whatever. I just have so many people that come to my rescue and remind the few people that I guess are trying to be trollers or whatever, that, you know, that I have room in all of their hearts to be exactly who I am. You know, that means so much to me, you know.
Right, so, because you can't worry about them people that's hating.
Oh, of course not. I'm worried about that.
You know.
No, for real. I mean, but that's why I have the supporters that I have, because they know I don't be worried about that, and they don't be worried about that. So we all kind of like, you know, it's such a positive space that they've created around me, and I feel like they've allowed me to lead them in doing that. So it's almost like there's no darkness that can exist in so much light, you know, because we just be chilling. And we be on some other stuff. We not even be worried. Yeah, you know?
That's right.
And my block game is strong too, baby. As soon as I see something that don't look right, I will block you and not look back.
That's me too. You know, people talk about, oh, these kids now talking about, oh, they've been internet trolling me. I'm like, why you sit there read that crap? Block their behind and get rid of them.
Exactly. You know? I'm not going back. I'm too grown to be going back and forth with somebody.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Right.
You do not have to exist in my rap. Oh, man.
Oh, block somebody in a second, please.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, y'all, in case you didn't know, we have been talking to the incredible, the multi-talented Mr. David Sylvester. Yeah. And please check him out. Check him out on all digital platforms. Check him out on Spotify, Apple, iTunes.
Yeah.
Listen to his music. You know, if you want some good old feeling music that makes you feel good to the bone and lets you know that there's still good music out there and it's being sung from the heart, please check him out. You know, it's not a whole bunch of pomp and circumstance involved. It's just good old music and good old singing.
Praise God, man. Thank you for that.
Yo, thank you. Thank you for doing what you do. And because I so appreciate it.
Oh, try.
Cool,
man.
If you didn't know, you know I appreciate it, because, you know, like I'm telling you, I be breaking it down.
You do. You be listening to, like, you know, the songs that's like the deep cut songs that I released, but I ain't really been pushing. You be calling lyrics inside the song that's crazy. That's what's up, though.
That's you know, I feel like sometimes the deep cuts are the better cuts.
I say that too.
You know?
But I mean, that's coming from the person that looked for all the ballads on a project.
Right. You and I in cahoots with that.
Exactly, man.
So go ahead.
No, I say I guarantee you, I'm that guy.
Okay. So I just want to tell you all, I mean, thank you for listening to the Bass Entertainment Podcast, and check out the radio show. We have the Bass Entertainment Radio Show on Urban Influencer Radio, and we come on Mondays at 11 p.m. and 8 p.m. It was 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 p.m. Central Time, and Pacific Time is 8 p.m. That's on Mondays. And then on Fridays, it come because I spoke to the man over there, and I said, you know what? Why you got me at 11 o'clock at night? Everybody sleep. I need a show, during the day sometimes. So he hooked me up, and if we on Friday, we on the ride home. We have the 6 p.m. slot on Friday Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, 5 p.m. Central and 3 p.m. in Pacific Time. So check me out. I have a little interviews. I play, music, however I'm feeling that week. Sometimes I have an interview. Sometimes it's just all interview. Sometimes it's half interview and half music. Sometimes it's all music. You know, it's however I feel. So that's why I love. You know, it gives me that freedom, to play and do what I want to do. So, you know, you hear David Sylvester on there. You hear October London. You know, you hear everybody. I mean, I mix it up with a little jazz, a little house, a little inspirational. Yeah, so check it out. You know, I'm enjoying doing this. Only an hour, but it's an hour full of good music and good talk.
Feeding the soul.
Yes. It makes you feel good. So, and also go to the Bass website. Like if you miss, I think we have like, we did like 15 shows on the Bass on Urban Influencer Radio already. So if you missed those shows, they're all on the website. Once the week is up, I put it on the website so people can listen to it whenever they want to. So, so go to www.bassentertainment, BAAS entertainment.com and hit the radio show tab, and you'll be able to watch all the shows. And it says the date that it aired and what's on it, as well as the 126 episodes of the Bass Entertainment Podcast. So everything is there. And if you want a t-shirt, I would say sweatshirt, but I only got one sweatshirt left. And it's not the one I wear. It's a small. You know, David can see I'm wearing a sweatshirt, Bass Entertainment sweatshirt.
Yeah.
But what I do have is I do have a few t-shirts left. I have XL, 2X, and smalls. I'm out of large, mediums, but I do have smalls, XLs, and 2Xs. So if you're looking for one, you know, go to bassentertainment.com and order yourself a t-shirt. But you know what, Dave? I think I'm going to send you one.
Oh, appreciate that.
Yeah. Send me a pic when of you in it, because I got like a little slideshow I do with people wearing Bass Entertainment t-shirts.
Will do. Get my little model on.
Yeah, get your model on, man. Because that's what I was going to ask you too. I was going to ask you about your glasses.
Oh, okay.
Every picture you got a bad pair of glasses of. You must got a glasses, a closet or something.
It's so funny. I got it on my wall. It's like a little. What you call it? It's like a little rack, but it's like I got it from Temu. you put it on the wall and you just slide the little glasses in the little cases. So it's like all stretched out on my wall. But I do have a lot of prescription. You know, my vision is not the best. So I do have a lot of prescription glasses that I just get just to have so they could just match my outfits, you know, and everything.
All right, now. Good. But there was something I'll be checking you out. I was like, wait a second, that man got a different pair of glasses every time we take a picture.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. I mean, I'll be circulating them. Recycling.
Go on, accessorize. I ain't mad at you.
No, yeah, I love it. I gotta see though. I'll be falling off no stages.
I know that's right. So we gonna leave today with the latest single, "Run Back to Me."
Oh, that's what's up.
Hey, yo, I'm telling you, I got you.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
So once again, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did recording it and talking to David, and I hope I put a smile on your face. And let's continue. There's so much craziness going on in this world, and especially this country. Let's uplift one another. Let's keep each other in the light and look out for one another, okay? Continue to love one another, because there's too much hatred going on right now. Mm-hmm. And it's disturbing. It's, you know, blood pressure, cause people blood pressure to rise. A whole bunch of crazy. My blood pressure is crazy, y'all. I'm all sorts of supplements trying to bring it down. But yeah, this podcast helps. You know, doing this podcast helps to bring my blood pressure down. Once again, David, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. And we're going to go out with the latest single, "Run Back to Me." Go on back to the man now. You know, he ain't mean it.
I'm always apologizing.
Right. Peace and love, everybody.
Everyone knows a good woman is hard to find, and you're no exception. You Took forever for something so good to enter my life. Ooh, and even though I was desperate, everything you had to give, I didn't know what a good thing I had in you, till you had enough of my bullshit. Ooh, now I can't sleep if you ain't next to me, without dreaming about the fantasy of you and I, and how it's all just a memory, because you meant it this time when you said goodbye. Call the radio, get every DJ on the phone, y'all request this song. If your baby's gone and you want her to come back home, I got this track playing on repeat, hoping you'll hear it and it resonates deep. I'm praying it brings you running back to me, run back to me. Ooh, it won't be the same. Let me show you that I have changed. Run back to me, say you're on your way. I can't live without you one more day. Run back to me, with the wind in your hair, put the pavement under your feet. Run back to me, oh, run back to me. Everyone shows a little emotion from time to time, but this year it has me dropping tears with every thought of you that enters my mind. You loved me through my darkest night, my lowest. You held me up towards the light. I could do the impossible as long as you were standing by my side. Now I can't eat if you ain't the one cooking for me, without tasting the bittersweet reality. No, you really didn't want to leave. Please think you'll consider coming back to me.
Hey y'all, this is David P. Stevens.
Hello, this is Christian De Masonis, aka Big New York.
Hey, it's Miss Grenade.
Hey, this is David Sosa, the Latin Prince of Soul.
Hey everybody, this is Kevin Owens.
Troy, Gordon Chambers in the building.
Hey, this is Letty C. Hey, it's Helen Bruner. And Terry Jones.
Hey, this is your girl, Lady Alma.
Hey, this is soul jazz recording artist Frank McComb.
Hello everybody, this is Ricky Jones.
Hey, this is Sticks Bones, that grooving drummer.
Hey, this is Toy Taha.
Yo, what's up everybody? This is Mark the Divine.
Hi, this is Mason. You're listening to my friend Troy on the Bass Entertainment Podcast.